Hello students, welcome to Gradeup. Welcome to Boost Your Preparation for RRB JE 2019 Reasoning series. Okay, so very good evening to all of you. I think you all are present there. Yes, good evening Prashant, Sushant, Vireet. Okay. Fine. So today's topic is analogy. Okay, and before starting the session, before starting the main question, let me make you clear about the analogy, that what is the meaning of analogy, and then we'll continue the session with some questions. Fine. So student, meaning of what is the meaning of analogy? We need to know the clear meaning of analogy first of all. So analogy means similarity. Similarity in terms of some common logics. Okay. Yes, good evening everybody. Good evening everybody. I hope you all are present there. I think now I can start the session, right? Fine. So today's topic is analogy, and analogy is very important topic. The meaning of analogy is some similarity in terms of some common logics. Okay. So but before starting the question and the concept and the tricks of the session, let me make you clear one thing. This topic is very important. Reason being, if you ask me about the weightage of this topic, maybe 2 to 3 questions will be there in your examination. Okay. So analogy means similarity in terms of some common logic. For example, if I say that A is to B, then C is to what, right? Let's say I have already written D here. If suppose this is C is to what, our work is to find out the fourth portion which is not given here. Okay, maybe it is on the second part or maybe it is on the first part. Okay, now the very basic point is to analyze the common logic between the first two terms. If you are able to understand it, exactly you will reapply it on the second one. Okay, so analysis is very important. So now I can say that A plus 1 is B. So in the similar way, C plus 1 will be D. This is called analogy, means some common logic which you are going to apply in the second part, but before applying you need to analyze it with the help of first part. Okay, but students, the very basic point that you need to understand about this topic is option restricted. Option restricted means, for example, I am solving this question itself and my logic is A plus 1 is B. So in the similar way, C plus 1 will be D, but D is correct. No doubt, undoubtedly D is very right answer. But if it is not given in option, what if it is not in option? If it is not given in option, I need to think once again that what is the main area, what I am lagging here. So I can rethink, I need to rethink because this is not given in my option, right? So in that situation, I can do one more thing, student, that I am saying that A plus 1 is B, but in the similar way, C plus 1 is D, which is not in the option. So why I am adding this one only? This is my question. If you people are able to understand in this way, you can solve any question of analogy, whether it is number analogy or alphabet analogy or word analogy. Okay. So why I am adding one only? Because if I say that the numerical place value of A is 1, that means we are having 26 letters in alphabetical series, and if I start from A, considering A as 1 and Z as 26, so the numerical place value of A itself is 1. That's why I am adding this one here. Okay. In the similar way, the numerical place value of C is 3. So I can add 3 here also, and C plus 3 will give you the next answer as F. So F is also correct, D is also correct, but the point is you need to understand which one is given in our option. So it is somehow option restricted. Okay, that's my first point. Second point is, student, whenever you are solving some question of, let's say I am giving you 10 question of analogy, it is number analogy especially. So you can notice one thing, that for single question there may be one or more answer, but the point is if 2 options are your right answer, in that situation don't need to worry. In examination the answer key is like this: star For example, if I say option A was D for the same question and option B was F for this question itself, okay? So you can say that answer will be star A slash B. Fine? That's the basic concept about analogy. Now, analogy is divided into three portions: number analogy, alphabet analogy, word analogy, and we can say one more, that is non-verbal part, figure analogy. But point is, alphabet analogy you can complete in the coding decoding section, because once you are able to cover up the questions of coding decoding, you can see that the same category of questions are there in the alphabet analogy, only the presentation is not same. So you can solve it with the help of coding decoding, okay? If I asked you about the word analogy, so it is somehow your general knowledge. Sometimes the questions are related to related from the portion of geography, like ports and rivers of different countries, or maybe some synonyms or antonyms maybe, okay? So you can solve such category of question. Now the most important area of analogy is number analogy, in which we will focus today. So I am going to write the very first question of today's session. Also I am writing the options too. Yes, Srinivas, statement and assumption, we will cover this topic, but not today, okay? As we have already shared with you people the complete session plan of this series, so you can check out in the description also. Fine? So here is the first question. It is P is to 272, then K is to what? And we have four options. Option A as 188, option B 132, option C 138, option D 240. Okay, this is our question. First question, we have four options. So as we all know, student, as we all know that if we are converting alphabet in numerical, we need to write the numerical place value. Now the place value of each alphabet can be the direct place value, or maybe it is reverse place value. So first of all, I am just writing the direct place value of P. That means considering A as 1 and Z as 26. If it is not applicable here, then we'll check out with the reverse place value. Okay, Shankar, maybe your answer is correct, but let's check out the solution first of all, okay? So, I'm writing the numerical place value of P, which is 16, fine. So, is there any way so that I can convert 16 as 272? So, students, now it is 16 is to 272, and we are having all the mathematical operators we can use here, the square, cube, multiplication, digit addition, okay? So, that means you should be very clear about the things. Now, if you are going to convert 16 into 262, so 272 as you are going to write it, maybe it is the multiplication of some number. So, I can do one thing. I can say one thing, notice one thing, that if I multiply 16 and 17, my solution will be 272. Okay, Abhi, fine. Now, in the similar way, maybe student, you all are correct. Your answer 132 is absolutely correct, but I am focusing on something else, okay? Because I generally analyze each and every question. In fact, maybe it is possible that this individual question is having more answers, maybe is not given in the option, but anytime I can change the option and then your question will get changed, fine? So, I am just writing the numerical place value of K, which is 11. So, according to the definition of analogy, if you are multiplying 16 and 17, so in the same way, you should multiply 11 and 17 because you have multiplied 17 here, right? But the point is, a student, if you multiply 11 and 17, it will give you some option like 187, but the point is, this is not given in option. As this is not given in option, that's why I need to think once again. So the next point should be like this, that why I am multiplying 16 and 17. So 17 is the next number which comes after 16. So in the similar way, I can say that the next number which comes after 11 is 12. So 11 and 12 multiplication will give you 132, which is exactly given in the option. Okay. So this can be the right, that one, the previous one, 187 is also the right answer, but as not an option, so that's why I need to think in this way. Yes, very right, Varun. I am right. Yes, Deepak, very correct. So the next solution can be like this. If you write the square of 16 and add the number 16 square plus 16, it will give you 272. So in the same way, I can think one more point here. It can be 11 square plus 16, the square of the place value and addition of 16. So in the similar way, 11 square plus 16 can be your answer, but 11 square is 121 and addition of 16 will give you 137, which is again not an option. So we need to think in a different manner. So the next point is addition of the number and square of the number and the addition of the same number, right? So in that situation our answer will be 11 square plus 11, that will again 132. So 132 is correct because it is given in our option. Otherwise if I ask you is about 187, about 137, so both the answers are logically correct. The only point is options. We need to focus on the options more. Our answer is always option restricted. Yes, Parineet, if both options are given, in any case if both options are given, in that situation your answer will be like this, star A/B. So don't need to worry about that, because in your examination, once you are solving one question, you are having this as your answer, you will never analyze any of the options. It is when we are sitting as a community, we are discussing one question, it happens only then. Fine? Very right. So are you getting my point, student? Okay, that's fine. So let's move to the next question, student. So please focus on one most important thing, that this question is always option restricted. This topic is always option restricted. We need to think in a very, very different with very different logics. So please focus on the analysis of logics too. Okay, fine. Let's check out the next question. Here it is. G is to 64, then F is to what? We are having four options, A as 49, option B 50, C as 30, option D as 20. Fine, students? So this is the next question. Okay, fine, Krishan. I will explain you at the end some A or not B, the Venn diagram for some A or not B. Fine, I will, after completing the questions. Prashant, this session is exactly in English medium only, is already communicated to student. हिंदी वाला जो सेशन होगा, हिंदी की एक अलग सीरीज हमारी आएगी YouTube में भी, वो आपको बहुत जल्दी उसके बारे में इंफॉर्मेशन मिल जाएगी, तो वहाँ पे एग्जैक्टली हम हिंदी में ही सारा पॉइंट डिस्कस करेंगे. ये मैंने पिछले सेशन में भी बताया था और आज भी मैं इस बात को रिपीट कर रही हूँ. ये सेशन इंग्लिश में है, दैट्स वाई मैं इंग्लिश में एक्सप्लेन कर रही हूँ. जो हिंदी सीरीज हमारी आएगी वहाँ पे हम हिंदी में करेंगे. ओके, सो okay students, so many answers are here, but the answer is only one, that is 49, that means option A. Fine. So just writing the place value of G, the numerical place value of G is 7. So 7 plus 1 is 8 and the square of 8 is 64. Here the numerical place value of F is 6. 6 plus 1 is 7 and 7 square is 49, which is exactly option A. So it was very simple question in fact, right? It was not that difficult. Let's check out the next question. I hope it is very simple. Yes. Fine, student. Fine. So the next is D is to 1, then G is to what? And the options are 2, 5, 6 and 8. Yes, absolutely correct answer. 49 was absolutely correct answer for question number 2. Now we are in question number 3. So let's check out a student. I am going to write the numerical place value of D. So firstly I am writing the direct place value. Direct place value of D is 4, right? So it is possible if I say 4 minus 3, it is exactly equal to 1, right? So in this similar way, the numerical place value of G is 7. And if it is 4 minus 3, if it is just the subtraction of 3, we can do the same thing over here, 7 minus 3. It will give us 4 as our answer, but the point is logically we are correct, but this is not in our option. So if this is not in our option, we need to think in a very different manner. So what can be the different thing? 4 minus 3, why we are subtracting 3 only? Maybe the reason is the number just before 4 is 3. So in the similar way, the number which is exactly before 7 is 6. So 7 minus 6 is once again 1, and logically I am correct, but again it is not in the option. That means the direct place value considering D as 4 and G and 7 is not working. It is not working. That means I need to think in a very different manner. So what I can do? I can write the reverse place value of the letters. Reverse place value indicates what? Z as 1 and A as 26. Fine, student, because I have solved the question in two different ways. I am having two answers, 4 and 1. Both are logically correct, but not in the options. So definitely this question is completely option restricted. So I am going to write the reverse place value of the letters. So the reverse place value of D is 23. If you subtract digit subtraction, if you apply over here 2 minus 3, it will give you 1. Okay, it is digit subtraction of the reverse place value. Fine. Similarly, if you write the reverse place value of G, the direct is 7 and 27 minus 7 will give you 20, the reverse place value, and digit subtraction will give you 2, which is exactly in option A. So this is our right answer. Okay, Gagan, your answer is 6. Well, 2 is right answer, I have explained already. But if there is any particular logic, maybe you are correct. If you are correct, you can just do one thing, please write your logics, okay? Let's move to the next question. So when you people are able to understand why we are doing so, why we are subtracting 3 only, it will give you the right way out to solve any question of analogy, especially in the cases of number analogy. Fine. So here is the next question. It is H is to 8, then F is to what? And the options are 2, 4, 8 and 9. Madhu, it was nothing, it was just the digit subtraction of the reverse place values. Okay, so this is our next question, student. Can you please check out what can be the right answer for this question? See, student, I have already told you, if there are 2 right options in your exam, first of all, we as a community are sitting here, we are discussing, we are analyzing the question, so we are capable enough to find out if there are more than one session. Okay. Second thing, in your examination, if suppose you are solving one question and you are thinking, let's say 2 is to 4 is given there and the question is to find out for 6. Let's say somebody is saying that it is just a square, 2 square is 4 and 6 square will be 36, and if it is given in your option, you will not check out the rest of the option. You will not be able to analyze the rest of the option in your examination. So you are right enough and your answer A is absolutely correct. In any case, for example, somebody is saying it is just the multiplication of 2, right? So just multiply 2 over here, 6 into 2, it will give you 12 and it is again in your option. So that answer is also correct. So people who are selecting option A as 36 is again correct, B is again correct, but what is the answer? How the answer key will give you the exact answer? The answer key will be A/B. That means whoever have selected A is also correct, B is also correct. Yes, Pranav. H is 4 into 2 and F is 4 into 2. But how can you say it? I mean, I'm not getting your logic. If you are thinking that you are multiplying in the first section, why not you are multiplying in the second one? See, the direct place value of H is 8. Okay, I am explaining the things. Fine, student, just listen to me. The numerical place value of H is 8. That is the direct place value. So in the similar way, the direct place value of f is 6. So with the help of plus minus, with the help of basic operators, plus minus, if I am having 8, right, with the numerical place value of h, in the similar way, our answer will be 6 only, but is not given in the option. So whenever you are thinking that this is not working, if this is not working, in that situation, maybe there can be one more logic, but I am explaining it in a different manner. Okay, in a different manner. Maybe some of the student is correct. That is, Deepak is saying that place value minus 4 multiply by 2. Okay, fine. Okay, fine. So maybe the logic can be, it is 8 minus 4 is 4 and multiply by 2 is 8. So in the similar way, it is 6 minus 4 multiply by 2. So 2 into 2 is 4. Definitely this is right answer and very correct logic. So one answer is 4. That is absolutely fine, student. This is perfectly applicable. Otherwise, I am telling you one more thing over here. Maybe it will help you in some another question. Okay, in some another question. Now listen to me, it's very important. Whenever you notice that the basic operator and plus minus are not working, if suppose I am not able to think in this way, like minus 4 multiply by 2, right? So in that situation, you can do one thing, always write the cube or the square of the number. That is a unit digit number, okay, and then you are converting in another. So if you are writing the numeric, the power 3, okay. So 8 cube of 8 is 512, and if I add the digit addition of 512 will give you 8. This is, please listen to it, student. Focus on the question. So in the similar way, the numerical place value of f is 6, and if you write the cube of 6 is 216, and if you add the digits, it will give you 9 as your answer. You can obtain 9 maybe with the help of reverse place value, okay. Maybe with the help of reverse place value, your answer can be correct. But the point is, the very noticeable point for this question was, whenever we are seeing that there is some basic operator like plus minus should be, but it is not giving you the exact answer, the same number. So I can say that basic plus minus is not working. So sometimes we combine two operators like multiply, divide, multiply plus minus maybe. Otherwise, just do one thing, always write the cube of the given number. Let's suppose it was 8. The value of h was 8, right? The direct place value. 8 cube is 512, and if you add the digit 5 plus 1 plus 2, digit addition, right? It will give you 8. So in the similar way, with the help of the same logic, the direct place value of f is 6, power 3 is 216, 2 plus 1 plus 6 is equal to 9. Yes, reverse number से भी हो सकता है. Very right, Ankit. Very right. So I think we can check out the next question. So here is the next question, student. 80 is to 64. 100 is to what? And the options are 100, 'This is the question. Yes, Ankit, very right answer. But the reverse place value of f is not 20. The reverse place value of G is 20, not for F. Do agree with you, Prashant. Do agree with you. But it will come under your radar only when you are having a very good practice. Okay, both the answer were correct. It will be star 4/9, whatever the option were, A and B. Okay, so let's check out the things over here for the next question. So can you notice one thing, student? The 64 is the square of 8. 8 square is 64, right? But 80 is not the perfect square of any number. So if I am thinking that this is 9 square minus 1, this is 9 square minus 1 for example. So this is exactly 10 square. So it is not showing the same kind of analogy, right? So I need to understand that can we convert 80 as 8 so that I can write the square of 8. So I am having maybe 2 or 3 ways. So one point is digit addition. 8 plus 0, it will give you 8 and 8 square is equal to 64. If this is applicable in the second one, maybe I will have the correct answer. So the digit addition of 100, 1 plus 0 will give you 1 and 1 square will give you 1 only. This is right, logically correct, but as this is not in the option, so I have to think in a very different manner, right? So the next point can be like this. If you divide 80 by 10, it will give you 8 and 8 square is 64. In the similar way, 100 divided by 10 is equal to 10 and 10 square is once again 100 and this time 100 is your one of the option as option A. Yes, students. So option A, 100 is the right answer. Okay, 1 is again the right answer, but this time this is not an option. So we are thinking in a different way. Fine. Let's check out the next question. Yes, Deepak. Fine. It is 138 is to 161, then 141 is to what? And the options are 165, 166, 167 and 168. So what do you think? What do you think is the right answer? Latesh, it was nothing. It was just divide by 10 and then the square of the number. It was like 80 is to 64, right? So if you divide 80 by 10, it will give you 8 and the square of 8 is equal to 64. So in the same way, the next was 100. 100 divided by 10 is 10 and 10 square is once again 100. So that was given in one of the options. So we selected this as our answer, okay? Suresh, if in previous question, if both 1 and 100 both in your option, what should you choose? You will choose that you are getting first in your mind, okay? If you are getting that 1 is the right answer and is given in the option, definitely you will mark that because you are logically correct. If suppose you are thinking that it is divide by 10 and then the square and 100 is in the option, so logically you are also correct. But how is the answer key? The answer key will be like this, star A/B if suppose option A is 1 and suppose option B is 100. Okay, so don't worry about such questions. You don't need to take tension about this. Just focus on the question. If you are logically correct, you will always gain the number. Okay, so we are having answers as 165, 166, 170, 167 and 68. Okay, I think you have chosen all the options maybe. Let's check out. Let's check out, students. So, नहीं रजत, ऐसा नहीं होता है कि वो गलत हो जाए. ये लॉजिक्स का ही खेल है, ठीक है? ऐसा नहीं होता इन क्वेश्चंस में. दैट इज द रीजन आई एम एक्सप्लेनिंग यू इन टू डिफरेंट वे. अदरवाइज आई नो व्हाट इज द करेक्ट आंसर फॉर द गिवन क्वेश्चन, राइट? So just focus. If you check out a student, maybe it is just the addition of 23, right? So if I add 23 over here, it is 164, but this is not in our option. So I am logically correct, but this time wrong as this is not in the option. So we need to think in a different manner, okay? So we can do one thing, student. We can write the square or the cube of the number which are close to the given number. So if you can check out the things for 138, can I write 12 square minus something? Okay, can I write 12 square minus something? As you know that the square of 12 is 144. So 12 square minus 6, right? 12 square minus 6 is 138. So in the similar way, if I check out the number which is closer to 161, that is square or maybe the cube number. So it is 169, that is a square of 13. So I can write like 13 square minus 8. Fine. So it is 12, then next is 13 plus 1. Now the next point for 141, if we check out the things for 141, if we check out, so the closer square number for 141 is once again 144, that is for 12 square, right? So what you will do, you will write 12 square, which is 144 minus 3. So the next will be what? If it is 12 and 13, so in the similar way, the next part will be 12 and 13 only, right? So can you check out one thing? It was minus 6 and then it was minus 8, increased by 2, right? So in the similar way, if it is minus 3 and if you increase it by 2, it will be minus 5. 13 square is 169 and minus 5 will give you 164, which is once again not in the option. That means we are somehow we are not correct. We are close to the answer, but we are not getting that exact logic, because this 13 square minus 5 is not working as 164 is not in the option, right? So now I am thinking, why I am subtracting 6, why I am subtracting 3, if you can relate it, okay? This 3 is just the half of this number 6. The half of 6 is exactly this 3. So the half of 8 will be 4, right? So it is 13 square minus 4, which is equal to 165 as given in the option. So option A is our right answer. Is this clear to everyone? So student, 166 is not the correct answer. 168 even not the correct answer. The right answer is 165. Yes, fine student. So we can check out the next question. The next one is 2:3, then 37 is to what? And the options are 35, 39, 43 and 45. Check out the question, student, and let me know the correct answer for this. Yes, 35, okay. Why 35? See student, we all are very clear about the addition or the subtraction or about the square or cubes. The point is, the question seems very difficult. The reason is we are not good at our practice. So we cannot check out the things exactly. That's our problem, okay. Now check out the question. Have a very good session so that you can check out the very deep logic, student. Once you are having the concentration, you are having the different category of question, having a good practice, then the topic itself will become very easy. Okay, Sangeeta, if it is consecutive prime number, so in that situation the answer should be 41, but is not in the option. So this is the consecutive prime number logic is not working here. This is not working here. Okay. Fine. So it is just 2 plus 1 is 3, right? If I am adding just 1 here, so I need to add 1 only. So 37 plus 1 should be 38, which is not in the option. So as it is not in the option, so I am not correct for this with these options, right? If the next point, as most of the students are saying that consecutive prime number, not nearby consecutive prime number, it should be consecutive prime number only, student. After 2, the next prime number is 3. Okay. So after 37, the next prime number will be 41. But this is again not in option. That means the logic of prime number is not working here. Now the next point is, what can be the next thing? That you can check out, a student, that 38 and 41 both are correct. But as it is not given in the option, so we need to check once again. Now क्यों आंसर सही नहीं हो रहा? One of the students say that क्यों लॉजिक नहीं लग रहा? Okay, let me make you clear, student. See, it was just plus 1. We are also repeating the same thing, but the point is that is not in the option. So what is our work? Our work is to find out why we are adding 1 only. Why we are adding 1 only? Somehow it is related to this 2. So the logic we can check out that we can apply in the second one too is only one. That is, this number 2 is having unit digit. Only 1 digit is there. Unit digit. So for 1 digit I am adding 1. We are having 2 digits in 37. So that's why you will add plus 2. It will give you 39. Let me make you one thing very clear, student. Let me make you one thing very clear, student. This is not the question of, these are not the question of series that you are adding 1, then you are adding 2, and then in the next one you will add 3. It is not plus 1, plus 2, plus 3 and plus 4. If you are adding 1 in the first part, you have to add 1 only in the second part, but the point is not given in the option, so we need to think once again, what is a special thing, why we are adding 1 only. Yes, so we are adding 1 only. The reason is number 2 itself is a unit digit number. So for 1 digit we are adding 1, as we are having 2 digits, so that's why we are adding 2 here. Okay, so I think things are very clear to you. Let's check out the next question, student. It is 169 is to 16, 879 is to what? And the options are 15, 16, 18 and 24. Vineet, this is analogy. This is exactly analogy. Analogy doesn't make sense if you are thinking that A plus 1 is B. So in the similar way, C plus 1 will be D. As I told you in the very starting, if suppose you are writing A is to B and you are finding for C is to what? Right. So I told you it was very simple that A plus 1 will be B. So C plus 1 is D. But this is logically correct, provided it should be one of the option. If it is not in option, right? So you can check out one thing, that the direct place value of A is 1. So for the place value, I am adding 1 only. As we can see that the place value of C is 3. In that case, you will add 3 only. C plus 3 will be F. So we have 2 answers. The point is which one is given in your option. So you have to think in a very different manner. Yes. So what is the answer for this question? Total of 3. Okay, Ankit. Fine. Good. Very good. So we can notice one thing, student. This is a number of 3 digit and this is a number of 2 digit. We are converting a 3 digit number into 2 digit number. So maybe this is digit addition, right? So if you check out 1 plus 6 plus 9, this is equal to 16. So in the similar way, 8 plus 7 plus 9 will give you the exact answer if it is in the option. So yes, this is in the option 24. That is option D. Yes. It was nothing, student. It was just the digit addition of the number. Fine. स्टूडेंट मुझे एक बात समझ नहीं आती कि मुझे एक ही पॉइंट कितने बार आप लोगों को बताना पड़ेगा. सी हम ये बात समझते हैं कि स्टूडेंट इंग्लिश मीडियम के भी है और स्टूडेंट हिंदी मीडियम के भी हैं. ठीक है, स्टूडेंट इंग्लिश मीडियम के भी हैं और स्टूडेंट हिंदी मीडियम के भी हैं. तो अगर हिंदी मीडियम में बैच लॉन्च होगा तो वो इंग्लिश के लिए प्रॉब्लम है, राइट? अगर इंग्लिश के लिए पूरा का पूरा है तो वो हिंदी में प्रॉब्लम है. सो हमने 2 अलग अलग सेशंस डिवाइड किए हुए हैं. दिस इज द सेशन जो कंप्लीटली इंग्लिश में ही है. ये हमारी इंग्लिश मीडियम वाली सीरीज चल रही है. हिंदी मीडियम के लिए हिंदी मीडियम वाली अलग से सीरीज चलेगी. Why don't you understand this thing? कितने बार अब मुझे ये बात बार बार आप लोगों को बतानी पड़ती है. शायद और फैकल्टीज भी आपको ये बात बार बार बताते होंगे. तो इस बात को लेके स्ट्रेस में मत आओ. जैसे हिंदी वाला सीरीज चलेगा वहां पे आपको सब कुछ प्रॉपर हिंदी में ही मिलेगा. समझ में आ रहा है पॉइंट? तो अभी मैं इसके बाद दोबारा मुझे ये इंग्लिश हिंदी वाला यहाँ पे बिल्कुल ड्रामा नहीं होना चाहिए. इफ इट इज वेरी क्लियर टू एवरीबडी, इफ यू आर कैपेबल टू थिंक right and to learn, then do continue. If you don't want, you can leave the class, but don't disturb yourself as well as others, right? क्योंकि आपको पकड़ा करके बैठाया नहीं गया है क्लास में. इस बात का ध्यान रखना हमेशा. We don't want pollutants. We want somebody who are very serious, जो अपने career को लेके बहुत serious होते हैं. Exactly. Semester exam नहीं दे रहे हो कि आज रात को पढ़ा कल clear हो जाएगा. It is about your career. So be focused. Let's continue with the next question. Question is 15:3. Then 267 is to what? And the options are 5, 6, 7 and 8. So what do you think, a student? Maybe we can do something like 15 minus something, it will give us 3 as our answer. Student, please focus on the question now, okay? So 15 minus something will give you 3 as answer, as 15 minus 12, right? Secondly, 267 minus 12 will not give you the answer, because you can see that we are having only single digit as our option, right? The number is a 3-digit number and we are having only single digit answer, right? So do you think this logic comes in your mind that maybe it is digit addition, right, student? So if I check out the point, right, that means the digit addition, it is 1 plus 5, correct? So 1 plus 5, this is equal to 6, and if I divide it by 2, it will give you 3 as your answer. So this can be the digit addition, and after dividing it by 2, that's our answer. So can we apply the same thing in the next part, right? So if you check out, it is 2 plus 6, which is 8, plus 7, that is equal to 15, right? So because it was 6 divided by 2, after adding the digit, it is divided by 2, right? So after adding the digits, if I divide it by 2, I will have some answer like 7.5, but dividing it by 2, maybe we will have the exact answer. So the reason is, this number 15 is having only 2 digits, right? So we just divide it by 2. We are having the number 267 and having, it is 54. Okay, not 54. We need to find out the first part. The next is 81. The next is 07 is to 52. We have options as 9, 36, 31 and 44. What do you think is the right answer? Check out the question, student. So we can apply the digit addition. We can apply the digit addition. Okay. So if you add both the numbers, maybe it is same number, same digit, same numerical value. 9. Okay. I know why most of the students are saying that answer is 9. Maybe the logic is digit addition of the number, but one of the student is saying 36. Okay. 09 is not given in the option, student. Don't write 0 because I have written 9 only. These are the option. Fine. So you all are logically correct, but even then you are not having the right answer. Most of the students are not having the right answer. Okay, fine. I am getting your points, student. I am getting your points. So let me make you clear. Fine. So if I add 0 and 7, I will have 7 only. 5 and 2 is again 7. So the digit addition of the second part is same, that is 7. So in the similar way, the digit addition of the first part should be same, right? So if we check out, this 8 plus 1 is 9. So we need to write that number in which the digit addition is 9, right? But the point is, I am having option A as 9, which is single digit. Even when I check out option B, 3 plus 6, this is again equal to 9. So this is somehow confusing part, that if we are adding, according to this logic, that the digit addition is for both the parts, right, is same number. But I am having two options, like option A, which is 9, and option B, which is 36, and 3 plus 6 is 9. So we need to check out one most important point here, that you have written 7 like this. Or maybe you are writing 70, but you are writing 07. So what is the significance of 0 if you are writing on the left side of 7? That means examiner wants a 2-digit number, right? Examiner wants a 2-digit number. Clearly, you cannot select 9 as your answer according to this logic. So right answer will be option B. The reason is very simple. Why not you have written 7 only? If you are writing 07, it makes you very clear indication that examiner wants a double-digit number. That's why 0 is on the left side of 7. But 09 is not written here. So 3 plus 6 will give you 9 as your answer. Okay. So that was the correct point. Let's check out the next question, student. This is the last question of today's session. So the question is 2:0, 4:2 what? And we have option as option A 56, option B as 1, option number third is 90 and D as 5. Yes, Nayan. These questions are based according to your exam. Based on your exam, okay? So, I have framed all the questions. If you have any issue in any question, please let me know. I'll make you understand the things, okay? Check out the things, students. So, we have answer as 1 or 56. Okay, okay. Very good, student. Very good. Yes, Pallavi. There are test series classes and team will respond to you soon. Okay. There are. So, let's check out. And let's focus on this question. See, we know that 2 minus 2 is simply 0. So, in the similar way, if it is just the subtraction of 2, so 4 minus 2 is 2, but this is not in the option. I am logically correct, but this is not in the option, so that's why I need to think once again. Okay, so this is the last question, student. Fine. So, now the next point can be 2 minus same number, 2, right? So, 4 minus 4 will give you 0 again. Logically, I am correct, but as it is not in the option, so that's why I need to think in a different manner. So, as I told you in one of the question, that was the question like h is to 8 and we were like to find out for f or something, right? So, I told you that just write the cube, the power 3 of the numbers if you think that plus minus is not working there. So, in that situation, if I write the power 3, that means the cube of 2, 2 cube is equal to 8, and for getting 0, I need to subtract 8 only. So, 2 cube minus 8, that's our logic, right? 2 cube is 8 and 8 minus 8 is equal to 0. That means cube, n cube minus 8 is our logic. The value of n is in the first part A and in the second part that is the value of C, right? So, it will be 4 cube minus 8. 4 cube is 64 and 64 minus 8 is 56, which is our option A. So, we are logically correct if we have noticed this one. So, you can move to the next question. But we have one more logic, student, and we have one more answer. Yes, Rajesh, Nayan, very right. It is if I divide 2 by 2, right? So, this is another logic, another way out. This divide the number by 2. 2 divided by 2, that is 1, and minus 1 will give you 0. Okay, so n divided by 2 minus 1 is our logic. So here it is 4 divided by 2 and minus 1. So 4 divided by 2 is 2, 2 minus 1, this is equal to 1. So both the answers are correct. So in such category of question, if you are having one or more answer, so the answer key will be like this, star A slash B. If you are confused about this thing, you can check out this on the original website of your examination too. Okay, students, so this was all about today's session. These are some sample questions of analogy. I hope you have enjoyed the session. We'll see you again in the next session. Bye and take care.